guess where are we going today? No, it isn't on my balcony, although here in the flat that I share with my flatmate, this balcony is my pride and joy. I'm not gonna keep you here and we're not gonna talk about gardening today. But we are not going anywhere fancy today. We are here in Birmingham in Victoria Square, which is this place behind me with the council house, this very imposing building with a mosaic up there, with Queen Victoria somewhere over there, with a fountain behind me. And now they have also put some food stalls and there's music here and everything, which livens up this otherwise very serious looking place in Birmingham. When the Christmas market happens here, which is one of the most famous events in Birmingham, you have all of the big food stores here with like the German Wurst and mulled wine, and it's a really nice place to be when the Christmas market happens. But now we are in August, so it's too early for that. What are we doing in Birmingham today? Why am I carrying you with me again in the city where I live, which is the second city in the UK, and it is my home city now. If you've been on my channel before, you probably know that I really love this place. But why am I dragging you out again around the city? Because I want to show you some of the fancier places around. If you ever visit, you will have the choice by watching this vlog to know about them and to try them out. And hopefully I can convince you to try them out, as I did with my friend Richard, my boating friend who took me on a boating trip on one of the vlogs that I did earlier this summer. Welcome to my channel. My name is Katarina George. I am a writer and a vlogger, and here on my channel I publish vlogs about lifestyle, about my Romanian heritage, as well as about traveling. And traveling is possible again. Whew. After all of this craziness and restrictions and difficulty that we had with the pandemic, traveling is possible again. I'm gonna go travel this September and get you some really good vlogs from where I'm going to. I'm not gonna tell you yet. It's going to be a surprise. But today we're making a lifestyle / travel vlog, because if you're not from Birmingham and you want to visit, yeah, you will have these places that you can try, that I'm going to show and recommend today. But it can be lifestyle as well, because maybe you are from around Birmingham area and you want to try new places and new tastes and new things to do. So we're gonna crack on with it, and I've got a guest on this vlog whom I'm going to introduce to you next. Richard and I got together here in Victoria Square today because it is very close to where we wanted to have brunch, because that's how you start on a weekend day, lazy weekend day, when you don't have to wake up early, you have a late brunch, and then you go out and have fun. So we're gonna go to this local cafe here, and then we're gonna go in Digbeth, the bohemian core of Birmingham city centre, where there's lots of things going on, such as a board game cafe, such as laser tagging, such as like street food and everything, and lots of entertainment possibilities and gaming. I'm not gonna tell you which one we are going to do today because I want it to be a surprise. But now we're starting by brunch, and I want to introduce Richard to you, who is here with me. He just let me do this bit alone first. So when I suggested to Richard that I show him around Birmingham a bit, because he's been in Birmingham for how long now?
Oh, it's not 3 months yet, so...
Yeah, it's fairly recent.
Yeah, this summer.
Yeah, and you haven't seen much of Birmingham previously, have you?
There's plenty to see, and yeah, I'm still a beginner. Yep.
That's it. It is the second city. So Richard is moored here with his narrowboat. We had a vlog where Richard took me on a trip on his narrowboat on the canals around Birmingham, and yeah, I recommend you go and watch that one as well after watching this vlog. I said I'm gonna show you this really nice quirky cafe, and then we can go and have some fun in Digbeth. And yesterday, Richard, you texted me on Instagram because you were confused about which medicine bakery I meant.
Yeah, I was walking through the centre just past here, and I saw on my left Medicine Bakery, and it's not the one that I knew, which is in the mailbox. So I thought, which one is it we're going to? Let's need to clear that up, else we'll be at different ones.
Different places, yeah. So, and I did book, because you have to book. This one on New Street here, you have to book it if you want to eat here at the weekend. The one in the mailbox, you told me, is kind of the same size, but...
Yeah, a bit more modern in its styling, because of course the mailbox is a more modern building.
Yeah, it's all a little bit more modern and posh, but this one is more creative and bohemian, and I completely recommend it to you as a local cafe, which Richard is going to try now as well.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, let's go. Just finished our little feast here. You can see all the remains of our brunch. I hadn't eaten since last night because I went out with the girls last night, so I thought, okay, I'm going to do my intermittent fasting properly, even if it's Sunday, bank holiday weekend. And it's worth it to try and maybe skip breakfast if you're going to come here for brunch. Medicine Bakery is really good, both at very tasty, savory meals and dishes, such as the sourdough toasties. I had my 3 cheeses one, my favorite, so I love cheese. They do all sorts of different dishes, including vegetarians, and very, very tasty. And their desserts, if you're looking for a sugar bomb with a bit of a difference, because they do like salted caramel brownies, the one that I had, which was like really nice and gooey inside, all of that softness and the chocolate and the caramel coming through. But then they do like a matcha tea desserts and all sorts of different flavors, and the cronuts. You must have heard about cronuts if you are a big dessert lover or if you have a big sweet tooth. They were invented in New York, but they do them here as well. They are a mix between a donut and a croissant. They use croissant to create a donut, and Richard had one and he got all covered in sugar and sticky. But I think it's worth it. I think it's just one of those local cafe experiences that is very easy to have. And even if you're just transiting through Birmingham, because this Medicine Bakery on the High Street is really close to Grand Central, the main train station, give it a go. Richard and I are going to head now down New Street that way, and I'm not going to hassle him to be too much speaking in front of the camera, because not everybody is just so comfortable in front of the camera as I am. I wasn't always like this anyway. After we got a little bit distracted in Victoria Square by that roller skaters carnival, we realized that we were actually running a little bit late for the booking that we had here at the Floodgate, one of the fun places in Digbeth, which is this old industrial platform that is now a little bit of an Alice in Wonderland. You turn around at every corner, you don't know what you're going to run into, because Richard has been exploring Digbeth when I recommended to him that it's such a nice area with lots to discover. He's been exploring around here, and he's been down this street, which is called the Floodgate, hence the name of the fun place with the games. And yeah, next to the Floodgate on that side, as we were rushing towards, we were running like 10 minutes late, there is a red brick market in another old industrial building that Richard has been inside, but he hasn't been in the Floodgate. And here at the Floodgate, what is it about this Floodgate place? It is a place with 3 types of games: curling, indoors and outdoors, betting, cricket betting, you're betting against the machine, indoors and outdoors, and the one that Richard and I are going to do, which is pit, pat, table golf. It's a crazy, crazy, good fun game. Basically you have only one hole, one ball. You use the pool table a stick, and you're trying to get the ball past the obstacles into the hole, which is the golf part. I have not played golf much in my life because I grew up in communist Romania, and post-communist Romania had a lot of pool in village pubs. Like in our pub, in our village pub where I grew up, there were 2 or 3 pool tables, and that's what we would do at the weekend. Sunday afternoon, all the afternoon, we'd buy a bottle of Coke and just play pool. However, we shall see who is going to be better today, Richard or I. Let's go inside and you can see how really nicely decorated and crazy fun the Pit Pat table golf area is here. Okay, so Richard beat me by 7 points. It's his first time, so he's done really well. Although I did the nets better than I expected, because the first time I came here with another friend, I could not do the nets, but yeah, 68 for me. Meh, I lost. 61 for him.
Surprise.
Richard and I finished the Pit Pat table golf, which was crazy good and lots of laughter, and he beat me, as you've seen in previous footage. And we wanted to go to the fun fair that we can see from here, from the custard factory that's just behind there, but then got sidetracked because we found this like a little bit derelict area, but quite interesting to explore. That is so specific for Birmingham city centre. You have like tall skyscrapers, maybe not skyscrapers, but really tall buildings that are newly built. You have the shopping centre, you have the crazy fun parts such as the Floodgate place, and then you have all of these derelict little buildings and areas that you don't know what's happening with them. Is somebody going to build something here? Are they just going to lay around like this unused? I don't know.
The whole of Digbeth seems to be based on redundant industrial buildings, many of which have been put to a different use now, but as you can see from all around us, there's plenty that so far haven't. They're just waiting for future use.
Absolutely, and to be honest, the one thing that I would argue, and I've always said, in the city centre, you don't need more expensive flats. If these spaces can be used for like community use, entertainment, places for culture, where people can get together, use them for that. I mean, who needs more expensive flats when people can't afford those flats? It's just the same people buying them over and over again and then renting them out. It's a little bit crazy. But that's a completely different story. I'm obviously now getting derailed again because I wanted to stop here just to talk a little bit to Richard about how he liked what we did today, what I planned. Like, How was the Medicine Bakery for you, Richard?
Medicine Bakery was excellent. The food was excellent. Both the sort of main course, I suppose, if you can call a sandwich a main course, and the dessert we had afterwards. Both a bit tricky to cut through, and I ended up covered in sugar with me cronut, which I just couldn't cut with a knife and fork, and had to eat that with my fingers. But absolutely fantastic, good quality food. Yeah, great. Excellent building. Yeah,
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And then what about the pit pat mini golf? Was it what you expected?
The pit pat wasn't what I expected. The sort of day glow lighting took a bit of getting used to, and the at least the balls that you're using glow in the dark, and it's a bit like crazy golf. I don't know if you know crazy golf.
Yeah.
So yeah, tabletop crazy golf on 18 different tables. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, really good time.
Yeah, and you told me you discovered other places around Digbeth yourself.
Yes, there's the Red Brick Market. Went in there a few weeks ago with my son when he was here. We just came down to Digbeth to explore, and a lot of the times, unless you know what's behind the doors, you're not going to guess. The only way to know is to go through those doors.
Go and see. Yes, he was there. And you also been to the Board Games Cafe.
Board Games Cafe, yeah, went there. They employ a guy, it seems, specifically to explain the rules of the games to customers. So you can pick up a game, then you'll be told how to play it. Or, as we done, just make up your own rules.
Absolutely, why not? As we're doing right now, we don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we're going to get to the fun fair.
Maybe we will.
Yeah,
maybe we won't.
Well, maybe we won't. God knows. And if we do, we might film a little bit more footage for you. What do you think? We did find the fun fair, and we had to go on the dudgeons. We also had to go on the monster track, or whatever it's called, monster train. It was so silly. It was, yeah, absolutely silly and fun. And the dodgems were great. I'm not going to go in any of these rides that spin because my sinuses have suffered recently. Maybe I'll make a little bit of a vlog about that as well, because it wasn't COVID. I took 2 PCR tests, one after another. A lot of people have caught this end of summer bug, but that's something completely different. That's why I'm not going to do all of these like fun spinning rides that I used to like when I was younger, when I was a child, and I'd probably enjoy it right now as well. I would never do the chair that goes like that, because that changes velocity and direction, and that would completely mess up my brain and my motion sickness. It was fun to find this fair here, particularly that it's the last day that the fair is here. They're packing up tomorrow, Monday, end of August bank holiday. It is the weekend that marks the end of summer, of the holiday season, so that's it. Even the booths on in Victoria Square that I mentioned earlier, they are packing up. Richard just told me he found out, so this is it. This is it, and still I think I am going to reveal my little secret about where I'm going next, beginning of September. I'm going somewhere where it tends to be still summery at the beginning of September, and even better temperatures than right now in the UK and in Birmingham. I am going to, drum roll, can you guess? I am going to Romania to visit my parents next, to visit the village where I grew up, where I am going to visit the Big Village Festival. I'm going to do a lot of footage from there and bring you a lot of really good content about Romania, about my region. So you have a reason to come back to my channel soon. because I know I've been away for a bit. Lots of things happened, very intense things, but very good things as well. That's why I've been away. I might mention this a bit more in future vlogs. But hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe to my channel. If you already subscribed, thank you very much. I promise that I'm going to be back now, that a lot of the stress and strains that I had with work this summer are going to get a lot better. Thank you for watching this vlog. Come back soon for really good content that will be here in the next few weeks. Also, if you want to see more photos from around Birmingham and all of these fun places, I will link my Instagram down here as well. For now, I'm going to wrap up. Ciao for now, and until next time!